comments. So
I noticed last week you hit record and you'd missed my Bony Fingers beer promotion.
I did?
Yeah, because Chris has sent one of his, I want to send these comments, but don't comment on the comments.
So we're not supposed to comment on the comments.
He doesn't post them. Like, he sends them, but he doesn't post them, right?
Oh, he did once.
Did he? Oh.
Yeah.
So I wanted him to post them, but one of the things was like, there was no beverage promoted. I said, yeah, my Bony Fingers. And I realized, oh no, I don't think we started recording.
Oh yeah, well, this is enough lead time to make sure that we get the, I do no editing. So there's,
it's good. I like it unedited.
Yeah, no. It's got to be unedited, unfiltered. And you said you're tired and hungry. I'm under the weather. So like the weather is up here and I'm like down here.
You're a little inclement, huh?
I'm inclement.
Is that 1977? I can see on your sweatshirt.
It is.
All right. That's not bad, that. Where'd you get that?
Oh, I've had this for, I don't know, 40-something years.
Why 1977?
By my count?
You're not that young.
You wish, pal. Yeah. The trouble for you is we'd have to change the third digit, not the fourth one. Product of maybe the 50s.
No. I wasn't even a scratch in my dad's package at that point.
A scratch in my dad's package. How many conversations have we had and you have not busted that one out before?
I want to keep you on your toes.
Okay. Yeah, and off your dad's package. Thank you.
Yeah.
We ready to rock? Oh, wait, I have to do, since we had a good week, I find this is now superstition.
Yeah.
I have to change into my Westgate shirt and possibly show a little skin.
Yeah.
Because that's what I did last week. And then we'll talk about our results last week in a minute.
Yeah.
So you go ahead and carry the show for a change, and I'll put my shirt on.
Carry the show for a change. If it wasn't for you, we'd have 2 viewers. But unfortunately, seeing as you are here, there's only the 1 viewer. And I'm glad he watches all of my picks. By God, these chips are good. I got these hot, spicy Cheetos. You can probably see these here in the camera. But, geez, they're lighting up my...
Those look like flaming hot Cheetos?
They are. They're lighting up my mouth right now.
Flaming hot Cheetos with the lime or without the lime?
No. Without the lime.
Cool. Did you want to do your promo spot here?
But I'm going to wash it down.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it not working in this thing?
with a Halloween ghost brew.
Look at this. This one's called...
I saw it.
Dark Sarcasm.
It's so dark you can't see it.
It's a perfect beer for me.
Dark Sarcasm. What's over there? What's there in the... Oh, it's a porter?
It's a porter. Barrel Brothers. I'm still working through my Barrel Brothers...
yeah, you don't...
the other weekend.
You don't drink much porter, do you?
No, but I bought a mixed pack and this is what I got left.
A mixed pack, so it's the last one.
No, I've got another one left actually, but it's not.
Is it a porter?
No, it's a double IPA, which I actually quite like.
Oh,
which I do quite like. But this one is it's not bad. It's a little sarcastic, but it's good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's my plug on Barrel Brothers, which was my plug 2 weeks ago. Last week it was Bony Fingers.
Bony Fingers.
We missed it.
And Dark Sarcasm.
Right
Is this like a seasonal pack here? No. Bony Fingers? That could be Halloweenish.
It was. That's a seasonal brew. That's why I promoted it last week, but then you hadn't pressed record, had you?
Oh, well, I have now.
Remember, I was working my finger to the bone. Bony Fingers. It was all worked out. I spent minutes on that.
I think we should move along.
Let's go.
Recap. Last week.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. 5-0. 5-0. I feel like Wrexham winning the division.
5-0. It's all about the change. I hope everybody in the contest watches our show because we could roll off about a month or two of undefeated picks here.
I have a feeling that we are going to be on X soon. Having dinner with Steve Fezzik.
Oh yeah,
it's a Allegro Italian restaurant in Vegas. You know where that
On
is?
us, right?
On us, because we're winning, baby.
I mean, we're about 10 games behind, but that means we've got to be 1.25 games better than everybody else every week at 5-0.
Can you smell that? Smell that? It's a comeback, baby.
Comeback. All right. I don't like the dimensions on my video here.
There you go. We're looking a little elongated.
Yeah. Yeah. And you can't even see my bottom half. Yeah.
That's never been elongated.
Oh, speak for yourself, fella. So these games, the Jaguars. I mean, who did they even play?
What a great pick. We can't even remember how good we were so excited.
Oh, no, they played at Pittsburgh.
Did it?
Yeah, you were worried about it.
I was worried about it. There were 2.5 points. I wasn't sure. You swayed me on that one, and I went with it, and I liked it. I think I took it in the pool last week too. Did I take it? You
might have taken it in the pool.
I went 4-1.
As long as you didn't take it in the ass, it was fine.
Baltimore let me down in the pool, a little shit. They took a shit.
Well, we'll talk about Baltimore in a minute.
You took it in the ass.
Yeah.
That was bloody good. That was a good one. The Panthers, we knew it. You actually, I think I said it. You came on, said, yes, I agree. This is their Super Bowl. And we were right on.
100% on that one. Money in the Bank. That was a great pick.
Yeah. And then the bittersweet Vikings win.
Yeah. And that was Minnesota at Green Bay. Tough one for you because you've got futures on both teams on the over. But I just thought Minnesota. We both had no clue why Minnesota wasn't favored by a few points at least.
Could not fathom.
So had to take Minnesota there.
Yep.
Seattle was at home to Cleveland. I didn't love this one.
I did, but they didn't play great. They just covered in the final couple of minutes. But you know what? They covered. We'll take it. It's a win.
Yep. And then Cincinnati.
That was a strong bet last week.
It was a strong one last week. We got a terrible number. So just the analysis of it was we got Cincinnati at 3.5. When the line moved based on Purdy not playing.
Yeah, because
then he does play. Yeah. Then he does play, and it went back up to 5 points. So we had a shitty number on that one, but it didn't matter. Flat out dubs.
Yeah.
Hence, Mr. Middlesbrough.
Let's go, Big Joe from the borough. We're taking it all the way to the Super Bowl. Just made that up right there. Could you tell?
Yeah, you're on fire tonight. You ready to rock? You got some picks? You got some analysis? Or did you just look at it this morning?
This is a tough one. It's like a mix of big spreads and pick'ems. It's just tricky.
Yeah, it's
tricky this week.
Last week,
I'm a little up and down.
Yeah, me too.
I can swing both ways on this one.
Yeah, last week I felt like Russell Crowe in A Beautiful Mind. Like I was just up at the window and things started like illuminating, and it was like, oh, all of this is going to happen, and it all happened. This week, I feel like I'm searching a little bit more. So
this is definitely a searching week. It's also, we're not teaser bettors. Well, we might be in a different world if we're living in a different place, but it's a good teaser week. Last week was a good teaser week. This week is just a little sticky. It's a little there's enough that I like. So I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident. I missed my first bet of the week by not sticking in Pittsburgh tonight.
Well, that was a narrow.
I liked it, and then I stopped.
Yeah,
I literally took it off at 10-5. Yeah,
in hindsight, you liked it actually more than the result played out.
I did.
It was closer than.
It's a good point.
Than you thought. So.
Yeah, that is a good point.
And this one was like, I could talk myself either way. Although I think we talked about this game last week. I was leaning, or no, we met after the 49er game on Sunday.
That's right. We did. Rookies, baby. Rookies.
And you instinctively said Tennessee, and I was on Pittsburgh the whole time, but not not super confident.
I'm glad I didn't play it. I'm just a little bummed that I had it in. I put it in my 5 on the Run Your Pool, and I'm like, oh, shoot.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. That means you just have to find 6 winners this week.
But I got it in my other. The thing is, in my Pick'em league, I moved myself to tied first now because the guy was a point ahead of me in the Pick'em. We're now tied at 80 and 43. He didn't pick him this week. I was like, come on, baby, let's get you Forrest Rouderbausch. That's his name.
Nice. Is that his real name, or is that one of your fictitious names when you go out?
No, it's not one of mine. I have no idea who he is. He's one of Stevie Classic's buddies.
Okay.
But he's doing well because he's right up there with me. Normally, I don't have a lot of competition in the Pick'em.
Yeah. So he was on Tennessee?
He was on Tennessee.
Nice.
I'll take it.
Well, let's talk about some of these other games.
Let's go.
When we get to your, when we get to Baltimore, Seattle, and Philadelphia, Dallas, I don't know if you want to do those back to back, or if you want to just go down the list because I've got something special for those games.
Let's just go down the list.
Okay. So tell me about it. 3-4, Kansas City, Miami.
It's a tough game, this one. I mean, the points here are pretty good. This is -1.5. It's -2.5 in a lot of other places. I like the fact that it's -1.5. I don't like the travel. I don't like all the travel for Kansas City out there.
I was going to ask you about that.
They've been all over the place, and it worries me. I lean KC more than wanting to bet them, but I will take Mahomes and Reed on any pitch in any country over anybody else.
I think that last point is the point.
It is.
And I know you've talked about the travel to Europe several times in the previous weeks, and Miami went early, Kansas City went late.
Yeah.
And so I know you don't like that, but at the end of the day, Mahomes doesn't give a shit. He just freaking makes plays. And I don't know what I guess, unless I'm missing something, I guess the line moved just because of the travel.
Yes.
And if there's anybody that can overcome it, it's going to be Mahomes. It's going to be Andy Reid. They make shit up on the fly.
If he's healthy, he's healthy, and he's got over his flu bug that he picked up from his kid coming out of school, I think that he's on fire.
He's going to be fine.
He's going to be fine. -1.5. I'm like, come on. Look at the Dolphins when they play good teams. They don't show up.
I was just going to say, Miami's worse on the road. Now, both teams are playing on the road here, but it is a road game for Miami also. Miami is 6-2 against the spread.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be a genius to know the 2 games that they lost. It was against Buffalo and it was against Philadelphia.
Yes.
And here comes probably the best team they're going to play all season. I love Kansas City.
Yeah.
I think Kansas City, in my new diversified way of picking, I think Kansas City is going to be in every one of my pools.
This is great bet. It's even better in the Super Contest at Westgate at -1.5.
Yeah.
It's just so good. Points.
So
just take it, baby.
I'm going to make a note that I think we both like Kansas City.
Oh, we do. We do. Make a note. Just write that down because I've got it written down. KC.
Okay. How about 5-6, Atlanta, Minnesota?
So, this is tough. This is tough because we just got super excited. We got a basket of bets on Minnesota. Flores is doing a good job with the defense. They are slowly getting good.
As we expected.
Here's my thinking. Atlanta Falcons are not a bad team. They're not a bad team. They're missing a quality quarterback, but overall, they're not a bad team. However, if I'm a professional football player, which obviously I am not, and I play for the Minnesota Vikings, and I sat quiet, struggling with the loss of Kirk Cousins in the dressing room last week, and I've got a rookie coming out who's been playing with us in practice, and we've got a game, and we're away from home. We're against the team we should beat if we had Big Kirk, who's on fire until he lost his Achilles. But we don't have him. But we're going to rally around this guy like he is the schnizzle. And we are going for this game. Defense is going to play lights out. We've got a ton of points against the spread. Why would we not take the Vikings in this situation? Let's go. And Joshua Dobbs, I like this pickup. Not a huge fan.
So do I.
I'm not a huge fan, but I think he can get them to the playoffs. He can get our basket. We can fill the basket with Dobbs. I like him this week.
So hold on. You've got Minnesota. Is Minnesota one of your top 5?
Minnesota's in my top 5 this week.
I'm shocked.
No.
Because I got to tell you, this is one of my favorite bets of the week.
I love this
Freaking Minnesota.
They are going to play. They've got a Kevin O'Connell, good coach, smart dude. They know how to get their QBs ready. They were the luckiest team last year, the unluckiest team this year. They're getting better and better. They're still under the radar. They're better than they look, even without Kirk Cousins, who was playing lights out. God love him, and I do. I think this is a great situation for the Vikings.
So do I. And I think
stay with them, baby.
I like Flores. You bet on the defense. So I did a little next level stuff on this one.
Good. Let me hear it.
So on the road. Well, first of all, Minnesota it is possible that they're gutted because they lose Kirk Cousins. They beat the 49ers. They beat the Packers on the road. So they could lose a little steam. But like you said, they could rally around this kid or Dobbs. So the last 3 games on the road, they played Carolina, Chicago, and Green Bay. Not great teams, but are they that much worse than Atlanta?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
The Vikings gave up a maximum of 13 points to those teams.
Yeah.
The defense is playing well. And Kirk Cousins never played defense.
They're good. He didn't. I never saw him in the defense.
Now, let's talk about this. Let's not forget the Atlanta Falcons also have a new quarterback this week.
Yes, they do.
Both of these teams are starting quarterbacks that did not start last week. And I like Taylor Heineke. I like Taylor Heineke with Washington last year. But Taylor Heineke last year with Washington. And again, make the comparison. Washington last year and Atlanta this year. Is there a huge difference? I don't think so.
Negligible.
So last year, Taylor Heineke, in Taylor Heineke's starts, the most they were favored by was 4 points.
Yeah.
And they lost that game by 8. 12 points against the spread. And last but not least, Brian Flores, last year, was a defensive consultant for the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers played Atlanta last year.
Yeah.
Shut them down. So I think we like Flores in general. Flores has recent experience against the Falcons. And even though the quarterback is different, the offense is probably relatively the same. He shut them down last year. Heineke is okay. I mean, he's fine. I think this is an absolutely tremendous buy low spot on Minnesota. They are not, as a team, they are not 5 points worse than the Atlanta Falcons. Hell effing no.
This is take this and run it all the way to a 5-0 week.
All right. Well, we're 2 for 2. We might have a little time. We might have a hard time filling 40 minutes tonight.
This is good. That's okay. Let's go.
Okay.
Our viewer will like that.
Baltimore and Seattle, 7-8. Here's a little something for you. Tell me, these are the teams. This is what I've had to endure all season, is your love affair with these, with at least the Seahawks and the Ravens. So I've got you making out with the Seahawks logo right now, and I will slide the Ravens logo in when you talk about them. So tell me about this matchup.
You know what? This is so tough for me because I want both teams to win.
Yeah.
I like them both. Baltimore at home is interesting.
Well, here we can make it a threesome for you.
But they pissed me off again last week. I had them to go 5-0. I went 4-1 because they gave away 10 points. 10 points in the last minute and 40 seconds. So here's this.
You can't trust them. And they do that. They do that consistently.
And Geno Smith, God bless him. Again, good quarterback. The Seattle team, I think, is very good. I think they've got a good defense. I think they've got lots of weapons in the offense. But he's a little erratic at times, and he makes mistakes. So I'm like, on one hand, I can make a strong case for Baltimore. On the other hand, I can make a strong case for Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
But when I see Seattle getting 6 points, Geno Smith comes out in the first quarter and they bang a few scores against Baltimore. Ooh, I think Seattle could cover. I just do.
Okay.
I think 6 points is too many points for Seattle. Baltimore's defense, as good as they are, they just give up sometimes. It's like, oh, we've won the game. Fuck it. It's like they want to be KC.
That's what they do that. They do that a lot.
They do it a lot.
I mean, they did it last year. They blew a few games last year.
So
they cost them the division.
It's like my silver tier. If I had to take him, I'd take Seattle +6.
You like Seattle, okay? I'm going to put Seattle in the middle here. Now, for me, we'll revisit our, the City of Lights here. For me, I love this game. I can make a case on either side. I was even thinking as I was going through my, how am I going to strategize for this week? I was thinking I might even take Baltimore in one pool and Seattle in another pool. That's how much I like both sides. But
so tough.
At 6 points,
6 points.
I think it's got to be Seattle.
A team
it has to be Seattle.
They are being given 6 points against the Ravens, who we love. But I mean, how many times have we been burned by them throwing away their potential spread games?
Yeah. So you look at how do you backdoor 6 points? Well, you could be down 10, score a touchdown late.
Yeah.
Onside kick, Ravens recover.
Look
game
how
over.
The Steelers won tonight.
Well, I don't see it the same way.
All right. Move on. Edit that. But still.
No, we're not editing anything out of there.
I think it's a pick we keep in our second tier if we struggle to find the top 5. That Seattle Seahawks at +6 points is very tasty. It's very tasty.
I don't ever mind. And I mean, I said this last week because I thought Arizona was a sneaky play against Baltimore in a look ahead to this game. There's a potential look ahead spot here for Baltimore. Would they look ahead to Cleveland? A division game? Nah, Cleveland. I'm not sure Cleveland warrants that much attention.
Yeah.
But maybe. I'd have to go. If I had to pick one, I'd have to go Seattle. I think it's too many points, and Baltimore has a history of just pissing games away. So
just fucking it up. Love them
cool.
both. I've got bets on both. They're both doing well. Futures are good.
Yep.
It's a win-win.
How about 9-10? Cleveland, Arizona.
I don't have a lot of interest in this. The points put me off the game. I would always bet against the Cardinals. I can't play the Browns at more than a touchdown. It's just not worth it.
Well, you could. Here's where it might be a sneaky Arizona play. Arizona traded Dobbs, so they're going with, I don't know, what is his name? Thule Wilson, or what is his name? Something. I don't know. I think his last name's Toon.
Murray was. Oh yeah, they got Toon.
Something Toon. I hope his first name's not Carr.
Looney.
Yeah, it's Looney Tune. Yeah, Looney Tune, Cartoon, whatever. So with that, I think that takes the edge off for Cleveland. Rookie quarterback. We have a great defense. We're going to be fine, and this game will be easy. And
complacent.
They could look ahead to Baltimore next week.
Yep.
So I think it's another sneaky spot for Arizona. Although it might be, I liked the sneaky spot last week at home with more points against Baltimore than I do with this one. But you never know. Cool. I don't see us picking that one.
No, I don't.
No. Packers Rams 11-12.
See, this is interesting. The points in the Super Contest here make this interesting to me. Because
where are you going?
It's -3.5, -4 in some places. I don't think Stafford's playing. The points shifted big time from Rams favorite to Green Bay favorite. Green Bay sitting at home. They've been shit. Their owner or GM or whatever he was comes out here and says, yeah, they better get good. They better be good.
Well, they don't have an owner, so it's probably the GM.
Yeah, I don't like West Coast teams going east, as you know, so it puts me off LA going to Green Bay. It's about bloody time Green Bay got their ass together. This could be the game that they go. This could be Aaron Jones is fitter. This could be about time Christian Watson decided he wanted to play. Jordan Love could put it together. Both teams are equally poor, but if anybody's going to play well and Stafford's not there and win, it's the Packers.
Okay. I like the Rams here. Just because I think the Rams are a better team.
Well, I don't disagree, but they don't have staff.
Yeah, and I don't know. I know he's hurt. I know he's got a thumb. They said it was better than they thought. So it wasn't as bad as they initially thought. So I don't know if he's been ruled out. And then I was like, okay, who's their backup? And is Stetson Bennett playing backup? Okay, Stetson Bennett could come in. He's kind of he's a rookie from Georgia, won some big games, but he's out too. So it would be Rippon, who had, I think, he's been on a few teams and had some starts.
Yeah, he's well known.
Yeah, he's well known as a spot starter. So I don't know. I don't have a lot of confidence in Green Bay. I would have a hard time picking Green Bay in really any situation. I don't love Green Bay. I would lean Rams.
I'm not picking either of them. I'm not betting on them in any form this weekend, but mainly because my futures. I think this is one chance Green Bay have got of getting themselves back online. If they don't take advantage of this, Matt LaFleur really does stink.
Well, I don't know about that.
No, yeah, you do. Come on.
I just think they're not very good.
Come on.
I don't think the team's that good.
The team's not bad. They're not playing well. The team's not bad. Their defense isn't bad. Their offense isn't bad. Love's not that great. I thought it was going to be a lot better. Came out the gates and played really well against a shit team. We didn't realize how shit they were going to be, but they smashed Chicago. I thought, great, we're on this. This is going to be good. Fucking tanked ever since.
But this is the week. This is the week.
I mean, again, if we go back to all the sound bites when I say watch this little piece, I've been pretty good. This could be the point. This is their time. This is their time. I'm not betting them, but this is their time.
And I have to applaud you. You have to trust yourself.
Yeah.
You can't doubt yourself. I had something funny to say, but I forgot.
Yeah.
Because you just kept going on and on and on.
Yeah, well, good.
Yeah. All right. 13-14. Houston and Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Really interested in this game. This is like watching paint dry. That's my interest in this game. I think I would lean home team. It just sucks. I can't be interested. I can't bother with the game.
Can't bother. Okay. I got two things.
It's like a waste of energy, this one.
I got two things here.
Better be good.
I've got so this trend thing that I told you about a couple weeks ago. I started looking at like the last 3 weeks and if the teams were either coming together or getting further apart in terms of the stats that I look at. So there is a trend on this game, a 3-week trend that favors Houston. Typically, I like the trend for the underdog, but there's a 3-week trend on Houston. And the other thing I think about this is talk about motivation. Is Houston more motivated because they lost to Carolina, the only team in the NFL that hadn't won a game? And they're like, F that. We have to do better than that. Do you think it's possible that loss to Carolina has their attention? They're a little more focused. They're a little more motivated, trying to get back on track. Tampa Bay is not exactly a juggernaut.
No, they're not exactly a juggernaut. Their defense isn't terrible.
No.
So they could put Stroud under pressure. I mean, I lean Houston, like I said. No interest in it. You'd have to work very hard to get me to bet this game.
Okay. I lean Houston also. It's not really on my list, though. and have a pretty deep list this week. But this is one I'll go back to and revisit.
It's you know, if I'm like in my other leagues where I've got to pick all of them against the spread, then yeah, I'm on the Texans. Like I'm not really overthinking it. I'm on the Texans. There's no reason why I want to bet the Buccaneers. So
okay, yeah, I think that's a game that Houston might win by quite a bit.
Yeah,
I could see that being like 28-17, something like that.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Even though the plus for Tampa Bay is they played Thursday night, so they got a little bit extra rest. I don't know.
Little mini break.
Yeah. All right. 15-16.
Bills.
Patriots. Commanders.
Oh, here we go. Patriots are absolutely decimated. They've got nobody left. Like, I think everybody's injured. What did I write down earlier on today? What was it today? Was it yesterday? I can't find my notes. Did I write anything down or did I dream it? Oh, yeah. How did New England score? They got no wide receivers. They're all banged up. I mean, if there was ever a chance for Washington to come and take advantage of being a dog, this is it. Get after